Hello, my name is Audrey. I'm from Doherty High School in Colorado Springs, Colorado. So I'm doing a project for my biology class, and I have researched about the trash in the ocean, and I'm going to be interviewing people, family members coming in from Texas, that sort of stuff. And I have prepared some questions for them, and they can say, just their own opinions and stuff. Questions are just as a base. Trash in the ocean is a really big problem because we've just got a lot of it. And so, just it kills all the animals in the ocean, and it doesn't help anyone, actually. It doesn't. So, hi. And yeah, it doesn't just hurt the animals in the ocean, it also hurts land animals, and it even hurts us too. So trash in the ocean doesn't just kill the sea animals. So our rivers and lakes, so even putting trash in rivers and lakes, although it isn't the ocean, the rivers go to the oceans. And we get most of our water from the river, so trash in the river is just as big as a problem. The trash will, if it's not caught on something or picked up, it'll eventually kind of run off and it'll go into the ocean, and there'll be even more trash in the ocean. And there'll be trash in rivers, and all that. So yeah. So I'm gonna start interviewing people shortly and see what they think. Okay, so what do you think about people dumping trash in the ocean?
Well, I think it's wrong. It hurts the fish and all the ocean life.
It's wrong and they're stupid.
I think that they're stupid and it's wrong because it can kill all of the life forms that live in there.
Well, I think that it's illegal and obviously bad for the environment. The ocean is a fragile ecosystem that can be negatively impacted tremendously by trash and a multitude of other factors that could affect it, like global warming, climate change, desalinization of the water, etc. But trash is definitely a bad one.
What do you think is the main cause for this?
I think it's just a disregard for our environment and just laziness.
I think it's from like ships and just people not caring about the environment as much as they should be.
And people just like don't give a care and just throw it.
A lack of regulation. I think that we need increased regulation on corporations for how they dispose of their waste. I think that we need enforcement of those regulations. I think we have a lot of regulations that and rules that are not currently enforced or maybe unenforceable, or that the penalties are too lax for companies. A minor fine for a multi-billion-dollar company for dumping trash into the ocean is, to them, at the end of the day, probably cheaper than disposing of their waste properly.
If this continues, how do you think our world will be in 100 years?
Polluted.
Very polluted and gross and nasty.
We could see a mass extinction of sea life. Corals could be negatively impacted. Corals that take hundreds of years to build and spread, which provide basically homes for a lot of sea life and fish.
think it will have no fishies, and we cannot have a fishy as a pet.
It'll affect the marine life. We may see some of our marine life extinct from being killed.
How do you think it started?
How did it start? Just people being disregarding the law of littering and not wanting to be responsible.
I think it started from whenever people just like, so whenever they're in the beach or if they're like picnicking near a stream or something, and they just kind of leave their trash out, it would blow into the ocean, and people just kept on doing that.
In just the last 100 years between the Industrial Revolution and the growth of the population, we are consuming, along with our culture of consumption, we consume resources way faster than we should, and we've been doing so rather recklessly.
What do you think about a creek cleanup at Cottonwood Creek Park here in Colorado Springs?
It sounds like a good idea.
I think it's a great idea. The Cottonwood Creek Park, the Cottonwood Creek, really is just, it's runoff from the surrounding neighborhoods. So it is a microcosm of how the trash ends up in our ocean.
I think that will be good, so it can save all of the fishies, and because it can also get dumped out into the ocean, which could kill even more fishies.
How do you think we can help?
Be an example, number one. Provide, trash cans along the waterways, and I think a lot of communities do that, but just be an example.
How do you think we can help?
By cleaning up and like what you want to do with making a creek cleanup and volunteering.
I think we need to elect government officials that do not let companies off the hook for committing these crimes.
I think we can help by like telling people don't do that if we see them do it.
It's only been in the last 30 or 40 years that it's really become a topic which is in our cultural consciousness, that we're aware of the pollution or the damage we could do to the environment around us. I think there's been a pervading thought that we're so small and insignificant to the planet that we can't affect it, but that's just not true. And going from 1 billion people on this planet to going on 8 billion people on the planet, without a system to control our waste, there's really just no place to put it.
Thank you all so much for watching. This was really fun to do, talking about how we could clean up the ocean and interviewing people and getting people's different points of view. So November 12th, which will be on a Saturday, I will be putting together a creek cleanup. So in Colorado Springs, November 12th, at the Cottonwood Creek Park, there will be a cleanup. So we're just gonna clean up the park and the creek itself. And so if you're interested in that, please let me know. I have websites that I used and got some information from down below as my resources. Thank you so much. Bye.
I think it started when the dinosaurs started pooping. Okay, I'm wetty.
Put it on Facebook.
What?
That's it. Thank you, Cindy, and your awesome remarks.